Han So Hee, known for her stunning beauty and impressive acting talent, has faced her share of controversies as a Korean actress. Beneath the glamorous surface lies a life filled with personal turmoil and instability, experiences that may have left deep emotional scars. The recent controversy surrounding her mother's illegal gambling den and the hate Sohee has received for this inspired me to make this video. After watching, your perspective on Sohee might change, or at the very least, you'll gain a better understanding of the situation. From her humble beginnings with only $243 in her pocket to becoming an international sensation, this is the underdog story of Han So Hee. She once shared that she had a dark and sad childhood. Born in 1994, 29-year-old actress faced an orphan childhood. After her parents divorced when she was just 5 years old, following the divorce, she moved in with her elderly grandmother, who raised her until she passed away when she was 13. Growing up in poverty, she vowed at a young age to earn a lot of money. Determined to become independent, she initially did not plan on entering the entertainment industry. While attending Ulsan High School of Arts, she moved to Ulsan to live with her mother, but was heartbroken when her mother rejected her, forcing her to live separately. Many victims, not just Han So Hee, have suffered due to her mother's actions, which I'll discuss in more detail later. Facing extreme financial difficulties during her senior year, she moved to Seoul with only 300,000 won to seek opportunities to change her life. She started working as a waitress at a bar, a job she held for a year. Despite her work, she wanted to pursue higher education. She later revealed the reason why she did not go on to college and started working immediately. She said, "I got into a French school. However, they said that I needed to have 60 million won in my bank account to get a visa. I worked part-time at a hostess bar to earn money, but I only made 1.8 million won in a whole month." She continued by revealing how she got into modeling because it offered more money. While she made 1.8 million won for a whole month at the bar, modeling offered her more than double that for just 2 hours. I also worked as a model, and I made 3 million won for 2 hours. While I was doing a pictorial for Mizinsa, I got a Ritz snack commercial. I received 20 million won for the commercial. At that time, I didn't have a company, so I didn't have to give half of it away, and it came entirely to me. I was going to film 3 episodes and go to France, but it ended up here. She slowly began making a name for herself on SNS, gaining more followers as the months passed. Many of you may know her from her appearance in Jungkook's music video, but in 2016, she was cast in SHINee's music video for Tell Me What to Do, followed by other music videos like That Girl, You and I, and The Hardest Part. In the same year, she participated in the beauty pageant Korea's Next Top Model and made it to the top 20. Her modeling career took off and she worked with numerous brands, including cosmetics, contact lenses, mobile beams, and the memorable snack commercial, which garnered much attention and caught the eye of a company CEO who convinced her to try acting. She revealed, "While I was filming the commercial, the CEO of my current company tried to persuade me to act. I kept saying no, but now I'm here." She landed her first main roles in MBC's Money Flower the same year, followed by 100 Days My Prince in 2018. Later that year, she appeared in After the Rain and Roy Kim's music video for The Hardest Part. In 2019, she took on a supporting role in Abyss. 2020 was a turning point in her career. Her efforts paid off when she shot to stardom with her breakout role as the mistress in the drama The World of Married. The television series ended its run as the highest rated show in Korean cable television history, earning her widespread recognition. Her performance in the series led to a nomination for Best New Actress Television at the 56th Baeksang Arts Awards. But things heated up quickly when past photos of her resurfaced, showing her biting a cigarette and with her arms covered in tattoos. Just like Jennie's recent backlash over vaping, you can imagine what she must have gone through at that time. Although smoking is quite common in South Korea, it's not typical for actresses. Instead of denying the controversy, she confidently and straightforwardly admitted to who she was when she was younger. She said, "That image of me back then was me, and I am still me. My worldview isn't that different now compared to then." When you start working, doesn't everyone experience some kind of restriction from their daily lives? Those moments completed who I am today. It is even funny to call it my past. Those photos were from merely 3 or 4 years ago. I'm fine. I think some of my female fans even love those sides of me. I am very grateful. It's no surprise that women are fans of her, especially in an industry as creative as Korean entertainment, where rebellious women aren't exactly celebrated. Han So Hee's unapologetic, don't care attitude was a breath of fresh air. Although she has erased many of her tattoos for her acting career, One tattoo on her lower abdomen sparked intrigue after her Balenciaga photo was released. She shared that one of her tattoos is a lily flower, symbolizing her grandmother. She got it as a way to keep her grandma close, a heartfelt tribute to always being by her side. 2021 was a great year for her. She starred in two of my favorite works, the romance drama Nevertheless, alongside Song Kang, and the Netflix original crime action drama, My Name. I highly recommend My Name, although Nevertheless wasn't as well received domestically. It has a huge international fan base. Her performance in My Name earned her a nomination for Best Actress Television at the 58th Baeksang Arts Awards. As everything seemed to be going well, another controversy erupted from Han So Hee's past, this time involving her mother's fraud. Shin Mo, So Hee's mother, faced multiple lawsuits for fraud and similar allegations. In 2020, a netizen claimed Han So Hee's mother had absconded with gambling money, sparking a debt scandal. In 2019, her mother borrowed 40 million Korean won, approximately 29,865 USD, from an acquaintance, Mr. A, and listed Han So Hee as a co-guarantor. When she failed to repay the debt, Mr. A filed a civil lawsuit against So Hee, demanding the original amount plus additional interest for delayed repayment. She responded to these reports by clarifying, "I was not in contact with my mother, so I learned about her debts after I turned 20. She added that before her debut. She repaid her mother's debts to the extent she could. She continued, "I also learned that she had put my name in the debt documents without my knowledge, and that my name was involved in a debt so large that I could not handle it. I was so young at the time, and through my immature judgment, I thought that the only solution was to repay the debt in her stead. However, I think that ended up causing more victims in the end, so I apologize." In 2022, a similar incident occurred, and this time her agency addressed the issue. A YouTuber claimed that her mother had been sued for fraud involving tens of millions of won. Her mother had used an account under her name, leading to her being sued for violating the Electronic Financial Transactions Act. Her agency addressed the issue with the following statement. Miss Shin used a bank account in Sohee's name to borrow money without her knowledge. She opened the account when Sohee was a minor and misused it multiple times. There was also a case of document forgery. The court confirmed that Han So Hee was not involved in these matters, ruling that there was no evidence linking her to the debt. The statement further clarified that Han So Hee would not be responsible for the debt, and aimed to prevent her mother from exploiting Sohee's name for borrowing money. She expressed regret for any harm caused, but hoped this action would prevent similar issues in the future. This doesn't end here. As her career took off and she became a rising star, her mother's financial demands increased. Her mother would ask for money immediately after the agency's payday, claiming it was a short-term loan. Rhy Jun, a YouTuber and former entertainment reporter, shared, "I was the first to investigate the debt controversy involving Han So Hee's mother, and even spoke to her directly at the time. Her mother told me that she wouldn't bother her daughter anymore and wouldn't contact her again." However, he continued, "Although Han So Hee said she cut ties with her mother, it's not easy to completely sever family ties." After a period of no contact following Han So Hee's firm statement, her mother started reaching out again, and they have continued to communicate as mother and daughter. He also revealed the harsh reality. Once they resumed contact, her mother began asking Han So Hee for financial assistance again. She also reached out to the agency, causing significant distress to those involved. On September 2nd, this month, her mother was arrested for running illegal gambling operations. From 2021 until last month, Shin allegedly operated 12 gambling sites in cities like Ulsan and Gwangju through proxies, using a frontman to cover herself. Customers used these sites to buy game money and play games like Baccarat. In response to the controversy, her agency released a statement expressing her distress. She said she learned about the situation from the news and is at a loss for words. The agency emphasized that the incident is unrelated to her and was solely an independent act by her mother, clearly separating actress from her mother's actions. In March this year, Han So Hee and Rhy Jun were caught up in a dating controversy that sparked a major backlash. Netizens began calling Sohee a homewrecker, and while everyone had their own opinions, the situation escalated quickly. It all started when a tourist claimed to have spotted the couple enjoying a vacation in Hawaii. This news shocked everyone, but The real surprise came when Hyeri, Rhy Jun's ex-girlfriend and a member of Girls' Day, unfollowed him on Instagram and posted a cryptic story captioned "How funny" with a picture of palm trees, which many interpreted as a reference to Hawaii. For context, Hyeri and Rhy Jun had been dating for 7 years, since 2017, and their relationship officially ended on November 13th, 2023. The timing of this breakup raised eyebrows, and people started speculating that Sohee was the reason for their split. Rumors of cheating spread like wildfire, with netizens drawing comparisons to Sohee's character from The World We Married, calling the situation a real-life version of the drama. Her Instagram was flooded with comments accusing her of being the other woman. One of the key pieces of evidence netizens pointed to was Sohee attending Junyo's art exhibition just 2 days after the couple announced their breakup, fueling suspicions of infidelity. Frustrated by the accusation, Sohee posted an Instagram story addressing the rumors, saying, "I don't like people who have significant others. I don't lead them on when we are just friends. I don't get in the way of other people's relationships." She also referenced the Korean dating show Exchange, where participants move on to a new relationship before ending the previous one, clarifying that nothing like that was happening in her life. Although she quickly deleted the post, it worsened the situation, and she faced even more backlash. On March 16th, Sohee posted a lengthy blog addressing the controversy. She confirmed her relationship with Junyeol and apologized to Hyeri for her earlier post, admitting it was rude and immature. So he also addressed the cheating rumors, explaining that she first met Junyeol at an art exhibition through a mutual friend, and clarified that they were about to be cast in the same project, but the show, titled Delusion, never came to fruition. She insisted that their relationship began in 2024, after Junyeol and Hyeri had officially ended things in late 2023. An investigation by MBC Korea confirmed that the couple first met after Junyeol's breakup during the art exhibition. Multiple sources also verified that Rhy and Hyeri's relationship had ended in 2023, but the public breakup was announced later that year. Despite the clarifications, the damage was done. She faced severe backlash, lost endorsement deals, and had projects canceled. Just 15 days after confirming their relationship, Sohee and Junyeol announced their breakup. Hyeri recently addressed the controversy, saying, "I'm really not in a position to say more, but I will take just 2 minutes." Looking back at what happened, I think I acted the way I did because of how I genuinely felt as a human being. Her statement led to mixed reactions, with some netizens criticizing her for being an insecure ex who caused unnecessary drama. Meanwhile, Rhy Jun remained silent throughout the ordeal, which drew criticism as well, with people labeling him as someone who didn't handle the situation properly. In the end, all three were affected by the scandal, but Sohee bore the brunt of the backlash due to the cheating rumors and her impulsive, defensive reactions. In my view, Han So Hee isn't the rebellious figure she's often made out to be. Instead, she's someone who's trying to protect herself from the emotional toll of her past and the challenges she's faced. Growing up, she didn't have an easy life. Raised by her grandmother after her mother left her at a young age, she was forced to mature quickly. Her mother's financial troubles and gambling addiction caused significant strain on her, especially when she found out that her name was used without her knowledge for debts. Despite the lack of contact, she tried to clean up the mess by paying off some of her mother's debts, even before she became famous. But as her mother continued to demand more money, adding to the emotional burden she already carried psychologically, when someone experiences these kinds of difficulties growing up feeling abandoned, having to take responsibility for things beyond their control, they often develop strong defense mechanisms to protect themselves. For her, being open about her tattoos, her past, and her struggles with her mother is less about being rebellious and more about owning her narrative. She's had to face criticism and judgment, whether it's from her past photos with tattoos or rumors about her relationship, all while trying to maintain her sense of self in an industry that demands perfection, rather than seeing her as a badass rebel. I think she's just trying to safeguard her own mental health in a world where she's constantly under scrutiny. Her actions, whether addressing her mother's scandals or responding to public criticism, come from a place of self-preservation. She's someone who's had to learn to stand up for herself because life didn't give her much choice. This isn't rebellion, it's survival. So in reality, Han So Hee is more vulnerable than people think. And her honesty and openness are ways to shield herself from the pain she's endured. In a society that often suppresses emotions and expects people to keep it together, her willingness to be authentic is her greatest strength. I've noticed that the narrative around Han So Hee has changed a lot among netizens, especially after the relationship controversy. Back when I first covered it, there was a lot of negativity negativity and hate directed toward her. But now, while making this video, I've seen people becoming more understanding of the situation, and things have gotten better for her. At least, I didn't see the same hateful comments flooding her Instagram anymore. This is just my opinion of her. I think she's someone who's been through a lot and is just trying to protect herself. Some of you might have different opinions, and that's totally okay. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I read all of them. And for more deep dive videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe and check out my channel.